EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 27, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Cooper was the target there. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to them.
And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And some room to maneuver.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finished.
No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Down. Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, night. Express. Motion.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, Richard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
but, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Recon, 132 fighter. 734. Express. Mike 54. We own them. We own them.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot here before half for Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Express. Check. Watch 54. Man, let's get some pace.
To throw his Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
X3, 218, jump.
Carr gives to Richard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, alert 3. White.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
637. Hey, high 7. 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
From midfield, here's Carr. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the win.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Draw play. Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Prescott now. That's complete to Kyle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting each time you snap the ball.
They'll run with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On the ground, Richard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
7:34. Express. Mike 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey,
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Watch the screen, express.
Carr now on first down. Now they go screen, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Express. Hey, 1 sec. Check Mike 50.
To throw is Carr. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Back to throw, Carr. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
We play to win.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now Trubisky to throw, and his first look is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down.
Bravo!
Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Lock in, lock in. 18. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on.
Hey, Delta.
They're trying to waste the clock out. It's only
On
first quarter.
down, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs.
We'll give that up.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 13 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
What do I want to do? Let's do this. No, we're going to do this. Let's have fun.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
Come on, Elliott.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. From the 22, Trubisky, throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Chopper! Mike 54! Mike 54! Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant! Alert! Check safety!
From the gun, a give to Davis. Davis fighting, he loses the football. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Trubisky on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run. This is Cohen looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Trubisky. There he goes inside the 30. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 11-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Final play of the half. Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Forced out to his left. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Elliott. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 65 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action with Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Trubisky now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Marr now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
There we go. Check. There we go. Kill.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Go, go. All day, every day, any day. No. I got it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 26 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will take it. Damian Williams, 39 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This is Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Dak fighting his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Darren Lee there to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now they have a 1st down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 74 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
To the right side, it's Kelce. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, Prescott. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's second down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp. We'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
Prescott on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. On the ground, this is Williams. And he... will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
3 and out. 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. He's got his man in the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. Again to Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback. This
one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, 32 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. He's got it, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Right back to him on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Elliott a first down and more. 16 yards, a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 36 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And this return. Is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A 20th carry here for Elliott. They get 9 yards. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Here we go. All right, hey. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, tight.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover.
Let's go. Kill. Check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A first down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good. I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning. And he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington. But they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 16 yards, a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Well, he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb as time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Room here to run. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
46.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Complete to Jason Witten. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Prescott now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Taking credit.
Prescott yet again. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain... And he usually comes through for them.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
To throw is Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott outright completes it to Jarwin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Prescott now, eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check 99.
Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Elliott running right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here.